In the 2016 presidential election, Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson received about 4 million votes. That's a big increase from the 1.2 million he received in 2012. Joining us now is Stephanie Slade, managing editor of Reason, which is a libertarian magazine. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk about abortion and the abortion platform here. You have recently written a piece saying that you reject the party platform on abortion. Let's take a look at it. It says, "We believe that government should be kept out of the matter, leaving the question to each person for their conscientious consideration." Why do you reject the platform?
Well, just as you have sort of the conservative movement and then the GOP, and there isn't always perfect overlap between those two things, it is totally possible to be what I call a small L libertarian, meaning I believe that freedom leads to human flourishing, and I want to have maximum freedom for the maximum number of people in the world around me. But that doesn't mean that I have to necessarily agree with all the ways that the Libertarian Party has chosen to go about trying to get its candidates elected. So when I look at an ultrasound, I see a human person, and so that makes abortion an act of violence for me.
But the basic tenet of libertarians is that you believe in personal liberty and you feel that the government shouldn't impose restrictions on someone's beliefs. And that's what pro-abortion people think that Roe versus Wade is doing.
Right. Most people would, I think, acknowledge up front that there's a difference between issues where a person is doing something that only affects themselves and issues where there's a victim involved. And so you really have to consider whether abortion is an issue that involves one person, one human being, or two human beings, and I think it involves two.
Let's look at the overall trend. According to a 2012 book, The Libertarian Vote, written by somebody who used to work at Reason, the polling director, 62% of libertarians are pro-choice, 37% are pro-life. So that seems to me to mirror a lot of what the society is happening in the general society. How active, though, is the pro-life movement in the Libertarian Party?
Within the party proper, probably not very active. But within the larger libertarian movement of people who, again, sort of share this worldview that I have that says that freedom is good and we should be maximizing freedom so people can make choices for themselves and sort of pursue the good as they see the good, it's much more common to find people who hold these pro-life views like I do. Again, it's somewhere between 30 and 40%. That's a minority for sure, but it's a significant minority.
Stephanie Slade, managing editor of Reason magazine. Thank you for joining us.